It just said recording in progress, but it doesn't say it's on the cloud. I wonder if it's recording on my cell phone.
Yeah, just get a quick cup of coffee. I've yet to eat.
Okay, so it's running now. You could just go around and.
I'm just gonna quickly. Let me just quickly grab a cup of coffee and then we'll.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
Okay, and this is John Gibbons having a cup of coffee
Boy, do
when
I
he
need
should
it.
be filming this thing.
I've been up since what, 4:15 in the morning, and it's my first cup of coffee, and it's
Oh
what,
boy.
after 10 o'clock. I think I need it.
Okay, well that makes sense. Let's take a look around here. We're looking at
You want me to?
the ham-fed, the near NEVEC event, and we've got a good turnout. Let me see how I can do a two-handed, I think. There's a happy customer. Look at that smile. You can put it right in my car. Okay, here it is, John.
So you want to narrate? I'll walk around.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a picture of that guy. So down there, smiling away.
Look at that. He looks delightful.
Delightful. As long as I don't have to take my hat off.
Well, that's okay. You know, hats are mandatory here. So what do we have down here? So we want. Okay. So let's see here. We have, oh, look at this Trago radio. How interesting. Don't see these very often. Made in Kansas City, Missouri. Actually, not many Midwest radios from Missouri. And what we have here, well, you know what? Anyone who likes car ephemeral, this is very nice. In fact, I have a friend with that same Pontiac in that same gray color. Got some various stereos and amplifiers here, and one very large keyboard. For those of you who have to feel the need to fill your house with music. And let's see, what else do we have here? I'm going to flip this around for everybody. Is this a real? Oh, so sorry. Well, you're
3 states now.
well now. Well, maybe we can get you all over 48. But we're just walking around.
I'm gonna try you. Take my picture.
Well, you know, we
I look terrible. My hair, the mess. I haven't been to the barber's to get a haircut.
Well, that's okay. We won't hold it against you. Well, moving right along, we're at Paul LeBois.
I'm not even here. I'm supposed to be someplace else.
Oh, okay.
That's the secret.
There you go. Paul LeBois table. We have a various the Telefunken Hochstrasser RS1 speakers, a couple of them look in pretty good shape. There's also a Telefunken RS5 down here. Beautiful GD60 that Paul restores. Paul does beautiful work. If any of you have ever seen this work before, or haven't, I should say, you're due for a treat. Case in point, it's absolutely beautiful. Won't find a nicer one in this place, probably or anywhere in the Northeast. Nice various phones, radios. She's got a True Tone and another Philco, and of course a TO. And we are moving along to Ken Silvestri's table, and we have a variety of turntables. This is a record recorder. Interesting. Looks. That's really interesting. You are on. We're actually recording. We're doing this experiment. So you're obviously Ken's son.
Ken's son, yes, Aaron.
So and so we're just walking around and just seeing what's available. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a GE stereo, all portable system. You just fold it, close it all up, close the speaker doors, and you're good to your next party. good stuff here. It's gonna get round here. Always a tight fit. But so what else we have here? Silvertone Precision Radio. Wow, that's a quite interesting transceiver. See a little Grundig in the back here. And not sure what this is. Oh, it's an RCA. Oh, here's something for you who don't see cording radios. This is a cording Delmonico Novum 1247 around, I would say 1960, 1961. This one is in remarkably nice condition. And what makes this interesting is that it plays very well. Like actually Ken demoed it for me earlier. And for those who want a very nice sounding, I call a mid-range German radio. This one would be a nice one. Plus, you don't see cordings very often. And moving right along, we have some various test equipment, yet another turntable. We do have Ken here, just to prove that Ken's here. We're actually doing, we're doing an experiment to load this up on Zoom. It's just see what's feasible. So just maybe we'll post, maybe we won't. So we're just, this is video. So Ken, you are on. So, you know, any wise words to our members? Well done. Well, see, we got father and son here. So this is
our upcoming, my son Aaron.
That's right. So we'll be in the future seeing more and more of Aaron and less of you, right?
Probably so, but I hope you do see me.
Oh, of course. We want to see you, you know, standing vertically.
To the ground?
That's the goal. That's absolutely the goal. But so now what is this? An ohm amp
Variable resistor.
That is something you don't see all that often, or something you might put on a mantle.
Mad scientist stuff.
Right. All you need is a Jacob's ladder to, you know, to give a full effect. I did talk a little bit about that, this nice cording, because that's a really nice piece and sounds great. So another a radiola down here from 1928. Very nice. All right, moving right along here. The what?
The token blue Arcturus 2.
Oh, right. Hey, it could be worse. Forgive the poor video quality here. I am going to get better at this, but we're just running it. This is running this as a test run. So what else we have here? So I'm still wandering around here. I'll probably give this another 10 or 15 minutes. Of course, the ever enigmatic Tom Pereira, who's my
Tempted to buy a Meister analyst.
I saw that.
Beautiful.
I took a photo of that. That's
All you have to do is hook up anything to it and it'll fix it for you.
that's right.
You don't even have to have a screwdriver.
You can plug in your car, whatever it is. Moving right along here. So we have some various test equipment. Hi there. Good. Just doing a little Zoom video here for everybody. So you are on, you could be on the, no. There we go. That's right. We'll be using this to analyze your eating skills. Moving right along here, some various odd items here. You just don't see. What is this? A Tungar battery charger. Let's see what else we have here. Hello, Henry. How are you?
Hi.
How's it going? I'm John. You remember me from Zoom? Did you pick up anything good?
I did. I lost this in the car now.
Oh yeah. So how many pieces did you get?
I got like 5 Transoceans. And
Oh, did you get any of those from Bruce by any chance? I was gonna say, very good. Those are nice pieces.
then I got a few early like leather portables from the 50s, like Philcos and stuff.
Nice.
Andrew.
Very good. Very good. Did you sell anything?
I sold 2 so far.
Well, that's good.
And these are
Oh, very nice. Henry's ready to repair. Well, we have to get a close up here of that. Very good. Very good. So this is your table effectively. And you seem to like trains as well. HO scale. I remember when I was a kid, we had, this is my favorite locomotive, by the way, that type, because we had my brother and I growing up, he had a Pennsylvania Railroad. It's the dark brown with the, I'm a couple of years older than you. So when we were kids, we had the train set and we played with that all the time.
I like N scale personally.
Yeah.
Because of the size.
Yeah.
Fit.
Yeah, you can fit a lot more. Yeah. But I have a warm spot for these, I have to admit, But maybe one day I'll put up a train set for myself just as a walk down memory lane. But I have to get Pennsylvania Railroad because that's what we had. Very good, Henry. Well, we'll be back. So glad you're here. Glad you got some nice items. Moving right along here, we have a variety of, we got a nice Fada right here. It's actually in reasonable shape for about $50. And a wide variety of radios and various ephemeral. What do we have here? Hi, Art. Back again. We're doing I'm just doing a little Zoom video stream. We're just more of an experiment to see how well this might work. We're just doing it on cellular, so maybe it'll go up in the cloud. We're not sure. Tom and I, this is Tom's phone. I'm trying, so we're gonna just give it a shot just to see what we can do for like fall Brookline. But Art is one of our regulars, and he's also one of our regular Zoom guys. So always glad to see Art. And very nice. This GE is an F5 chair side. That's really quite nice. You don't see it very often. Really quite nice condition, and actually pretty reasonably priced too. Very nice. Thank you, Art. Oh, and a battery in case you want to show demo anything. Very good. Let's see, moving right along here, we got all sorts of various parts and I'm looking at it. That has radios, you name it, old car radios. So here's really kind of interesting stuff. Stuff that came out of the dashboard of various cars. I see Chevrolet being a popular one. And moving right along out to Ross and Adam's table. So anyone who actually wants to look at IMAX Sinclair 1000. I had one of these as a kid, and this one is all complete, manuals and all. And the Radio Shack micro computer, I remember this well. In fact, I remember as a kid, I started to debate, did I make the wrong decision? Like the Radio Shack versus the Timex, but too late. I spent the money and that was it.
It is it's so well done.
Moving right along, of course, it wouldn't be Ross without some number of German radios. Here is a very nice Zenith. I'm not sure which model.
The last season, Jeff.
And then here is a Grundig 3042. That's probably from around 1955 or 6.
Just not. It's good.
It's not. I go right around behind people. Oh, I already got the photos of that. I'm actually doing a Zoom video just as an experiment. Tom and I decided to give it a try so that,
I shouldn't say F-bombs, right?
Well, you can, it's all right. If you feel like we're going to go into Tourette syndrome, that's okay. But it wouldn't be Ross without a series of German radios.
Well, we try.
Now, is this I know it's a Saba. Is this a Filigan? Or?
It's a Meersburg.
Meersburg. Okay, that was the next
W3, which is 1953.
Yes, I have a Filigan W3. Filigan, yes, yeah. Filigan. And that is a console. That is a small console. Yes. It's got the
way that Saba ran things is I think the Meersburg
was next in line. Yes, it was.
Like Constance.
Yeah.
Freudenstadt. One of my favorite radios of all time was the Freudenstadt 7.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love that radio. My wife liked it too. It took up a lot of room on the kitchen counter, but we had a wine rack up over it, and it was in a corner.
Yeah.
For some reason, the acoustics in there just worked.
Yeah.
And she was complaining about the size. So I took the Freudenstadt out and put in a Grundig Model 97, which is this big. 2 weeks it lasted. She goes, "Can you put the Saba back up here?" It's like, "Yep, sure."
Yeah, they really were the my box of the German radios.
My box.
If you want to put it, because you really can't, kind of like it's not really appropriate. Mercedes is okay, but Maybach was really that was the top of the heap, you know.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, Saba was genuine, and you can tell when you got to lift them up.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of steel in this thing.
and there's no
Motors and transformers.
there's no better tactile feel than a Saba a key switch, especially from that era. You press it and it's like,
The only thing that's weird about the Saba push button is the stereos.
oh yeah, there is.
If you push the automatic off switch, that's not it. The automatic off switch down comes back up. Like, wait a minute, what's wrong with the switch?
Yeah.
Push it halfway.
Yes.
Same is true with the
Yeah.
stereo switch too. If you push it all the way down,
Yeah.
it won't stay. So that's the only weird part. But on the high end ones, these light up.
Yes. Yeah. Mine does. Even actually, I think they started cheapening, and I put the relatively product later because my Finligan does light up from underneath, and that's one of the lower end ones, you know, because there's just a single. It's actually a 2-speaker system on that, but it's still a very appealing, you know, and the quality. But you know, when you press down these buttons, you just press like, boom, you know, it just has that nice tactile feel that you can.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they were great radios, and even the not top of the line, and this is true across the German brands too. I once repaired a radio called a Heimboy.
Oh, sure, I've heard of it.
So it looks like a clock radio, but it's not.
Yeah.
I did make a version.
Yeah.
I have one that has a clock in it. It's 50 hertz, but it's about this big, bakelite case. Has a speaker in the middle, 4-inch speaker. Tuning dials over this side, tuning dial over here, and then 2 little knobs for volume and tone. And the sound that thing puts out is just mind-boggling. And this was not a high-end Grundig. It was a little small, perfect for a nightstand.
Yeah, I've seen those on eBay every so often.
They're excellent. They use the EL41 audio output tune.
Yep.
And the EL41 and 42, I don't know what it is. They just sound great.
They used those. They cut. I think they cut those out around like mid-50s, like 54, 55. I remember because I think I've got a. I think I have a Top Funkin' Jubilee, which would be 55. I think it has the EL41. Yeah, it's a great little radio.
I don't. You know, it's funny. I think if you took a Telefunken Jubilee and the Heimboy and put them next to each other, you took the Heimboy.
Oh, probably. Wow, that's pretty impressive then. Because
yeah, it was something. And I think back to your question earlier, I think the speaker that's in the Heimboy is the same one that was in the front of the 8080 that they used as a mid-range drive. But it wasn't a mid-range driver per se, or at least it was the same frame, the same speaker structure.
Interesting.
But, hello there.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm moving along. This is a Saba Continental Freiburg. Was the top of the heap.
This is the studio.
Yeah, so you have to buy the speakers sold separately.
Yep.
That's a nice piece. Is that fully restored, or is that no?
No, I think it plays. I was not able to plug it in and try it yesterday.
The automatic work.
I don't know.
They're always a little bit. As they get older, they get a little bit persnickety.
They're very touchy. And if I tried to do the alignment of the auto tune per Saba's instructions, and I could never get them to work right. I finally said, you know what? I'm going to hang a scope probe on the motor and tune it into a station and start tweaking. You tune for minimum sine wave when it's on station, and then when you turn the knob, the sine waves get bigger either direction, and they're 180 out of phase.
Yep.
So it's a very interesting system with no relays. There's no relays in there at all, other than for stereo multiplex, which was, I think it's like that.
Oh, yeah, but I think it probably does because I mean the 300 came with it, so
yeah, this used a solid state multiplex. I don't need to do that. maybe.
Because that's probably what, 65, 64,
This is very
65?
light. This is
Yeah.
one of the last
Yeah.
few grade
Yeah.
ones that's
That seems right. Yeah.
But I have a Freiburg 18 at home. It looks like it was made yesterday.
That's a nice piece.
Covered in cassava.
Well, if I ever see that on the table, I'll be running, not walking towards the
It's
table.
the second most expensive. That better not be recorded.
It-
Second most expensive radio I've ever bought. For an undisclosed amount in case my wife.
Shall I present you with a rolling pin?
No. I live in the doghouse already. I've been living there for 35 years.
Well, you know,
I have curtains and it's not.
that's all right. It's comfortable. You know, that's all right. That's what they call the barn, right? It's just a big dog house.
Do you know who Paul Rochefort is?
I haven't seen him here. I don't know him that well, but I know what he looks like, kind of.
I brought him to
Oh, I saw the email. Right.
I don't know who he is.
I'll look around if I see him.
And he doesn't seem to have found me yet. So
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. Not a problem, because I did see the email thread.
yeah, I don't even know what he looks
I vaguely remember just from the Zoom meetings. You got to be on a part of a Zoom meeting there, Ross. We should make you do a tour of your barn.
like. I'd love to do that. The problem is I'm never around on Thursday nights.
Ah,
It's
we
a
can.
Thursday night problem because I'm either teaching a class or doing a service call. So
We got to guys. We need to have a barn tour, and we got to go up.
I can take my camera and go up into the barn.
Yeah, or you could take a video, or take a video, or you could take stills, and you could, what?
Stills are probably better. That way I can take the picture so you don't see all the junk.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Nice ad for an NC200.
Yeah, there you go. If we're only today's magazine. Well, all right. Well, Ross, thank you for your time. I'll be back to chat with more. I'm just going to. Okay, here we have our friend Adrian here with a whole series of transistor radios for the portable, for those who are looking for any. He probably has the most prolific collection in our club. And if he doesn't, eventually Henry will. So that's all very good. Thank you, Adrian. Good seeing you. Here's an unusual radio. It's from Russia, actually, apparently from the Ukraine. And apparently the seller here said he was at MIT Hamfest, and somebody walked up to them and said that was their first radio. I guess he's from the Ukraine. So that was unusual. What are the odds of that, right? Yeah, let's see, moving right along here. Let's see what else we got here. Got some various newer radios. Is that a scanner? Communications receiver, okay. And we have the Onkyo, some Cambridge Soundworks. And here is Bill Dunn's table. He has this very nice Zenith that is also a turntable. I'm going to actually lift the hood here for people to have a look-see here. And oh, look at that. It even has come standard with a record called the Decca Face Series. And otherwise, very nice piece. Asking a very fair price for a turntable that works at correct speed, nice case. This is a very good deal, I'd say. And moving right along here, we have some modern speakers. That's Sensui. Okay, here's a series of, we got a wide range of electronics, including vintage phones, vintage camera. Sorry? I'm doing I'm just an experiment. We're doing a Zoom feed that I'm recording for the show to see how well this works, because we're not actually doing a live Zoom meeting. It's just, we just logged in and just recording and thought, you know what? Let's just see, because we could always post it, and I'm sure I'll get better at this. It's a little bit hard to see your phone, but also like talk to people and make sure, do I have them in my, in the viewer or not, and who knows, maybe you'll be talking with the head lopped off or something, but I apologize, but we're just kind of I'm just walking around, give people a taste of what's out here. Yeah, nice early. What's that?
More publicity.
That's right. That's right. Whatever we can do, and it's fun doing so, because you get to actually talk to people and actually record and get some a little bit from the seller's view and what kind of goodies they're trying to get rid of.
Yep. Not get rid of, but find new homes.
Exactly. Sorry, that was a little bit harsh. It's really to find the next enthusiast to find it a home and to give it the. You're just a caretaker, right? We are all just caretakers, you know.
Well, what you said initially is right on the money.
That's true.
I mean, most of us have been collecting for like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
You know, the storage rooms are getting kind of full. It's time to, let's say,
it's time to move on.
Clear out a few things.
Yeah. I think we all know that. I managed to find some homes for some as well that if they're sitting on the shelf collecting dust and not ever being plugged in, you say, okay, I think it's time to move it along.
Exactly.
You know, but somebody else will get to do it, and hopefully they'll plug it in far more than I ever did.
Hey, let somebody else enjoy it.
Exactly right. Here, John Wetherall?
Yes.
I thought so, because I've seen someone was looking for you like a year ago and who was it? But now I have the face of the name, you know, because I've seen it. I got all sorts of portable radios, well, fairly newer. Yeah, exactly. That's the good thing. You have vintage televisions. You have this nice Motorola, 7-inch portable, 1949. Powers up with sound, no picture. Okay, but that's all right. That's the start. We've got a couple of them here.
Yeah, one on the top I actually restored 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So when I hooked it up a couple of months ago, it did not work.
Well, you know, I guess sometimes restorations are not permanent.
Especially for old stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of power going through these things, so.
These are kind of funny. I mean, they call them portable, putting a handle on them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like putting a handle on a Mack truck. Calling that for.
Yeah, I know the feeling, you know. That's why I think everybody, you know, years ago were so much stronger because they were hauling these things around. They had arms of tree trunks, you know.
I'll tell you, you follow that thing around for a while, you can start off as a 90-pound weakling. Your arms will get like tree trunks.
So that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger did. He was just hauling around old TVs.
I just did it this morning. I don't know if it works. It probably does.
I'm moving right along here. We have just, you know, lots of wire and various ephemeral, lots of resistors and all the stuff you expect to see at a vintage radio event. And we've got some various things where we have a Tascam cassette deck. And this else here have this really interesting Collins transceiver, 75 best offer, and this is apparently very uncommon, not seen very often. So Gary Norman, this has your name all over. Too bad you weren't here with the interview. And moving along here, we have the free table, which has had a steady stream of items. And hopefully by the day's end, there'll be nothing here and also not in any member's trunk to haul back home. So we got oscilloscopes, we got radios, we have Sparks here is trying to decide what to get, and we just know that he's going to come away with something, right? Got records, this is actually a pretty good table this time around. Let's see what else we're gonna wander in here into the building for a quick walk and see what we got. So we get some people walking in here. We have a pretty reasonable I walked into let's see here.
Can you see the little red thing? Stop eating, and
There it is.
hopefully it'll